What happened was Haystak came and shot a diss track to Eminem a few times. And eventually, he came out at the gathering with an Eminem diss song geared to the Juggalos. And lo and behold, the king of horrorcore, King Gordy, and D12 member Bizarre, who both played the gathering as well, they responded. So it's getting kind of crazy, you know. Haystak's people, Bravo Gator, he did a diss song, and he dissed Big Proof, rest in peace. King Gordy and Bizarre, they did a diss song and a video. It's getting kind of crazy. Everybody's talking about it. It's a hot topic. So we're gonna talk to one of the men right now, Haystak, and get his side of the story and see what's been going on with this whole shit, why it started in the first place, and seeing if this shit could be resolved. So, Haystak, what's cracking, homie? How did all this beef start? I mean, why diss Eminem, and what's going on with all this?
I guess, you know, when he came back out and he was really on the, like, serial killer, more like Twilight, New Moon type of stilo. It's like, you're talking about a dude that's got potential to sell 5 million records, man. He ain't talking about jack shit. He's talking to people that, you know, are around you at the store, in the community, at school, you know what I'm saying? And this is what he chooses to sell them and fuel them. But at the same time, he didn't build himself on that type shit. The only person he ever really murked was his baby mama like 198 times, his mom like 162 times. But he wasn't just murking people in his music like that. Then he pop up, you know, with the horror movie videos. And I just had not been respected that. And he, you know, I never said he was a bad rapper, just a bad boss. And I ain't really respect as a boss how he returned to the game after, you know, 4. Some people say 5, I'm gonna say 4. I like to be safe with my numbers. A 4-year hiatus from the game. And you know, you can't come back and not expect some skepticism, and that's everybody from Michael Jordan to Michael Jackson that ever came back. You see what I'm saying? From a Thriller or a world championship and then retirement and then coming back. You see what I'm saying?
So basically, you was just not gonna try to make it easy for him.
This is a very competitive industry, Mars. You know what I'm saying? So you come back in the seat that you left. Jay-Z's kind of got it. It looks like 50's in the running for it, and Lil Wayne wants it. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you. So
and you know, it was kind of like, you know, speaking for myself, we're not buying their brand. So I know if me being a WB, and I feel like I feel, and I had liked some of his earlier work.
But what you're saying is you don't like the horrorcore style he's gearing towards right now.
Man, his money long as train smoke, and he ain't got nothing to talk about with that. So really, it's just a lack of substance, man, and being fake, and then, you know, just not being the businessman that you want the credit for. Everybody know Jimmy Iovine is running that over there.
So you did the diss track against M, and King Gordy and Bizarre responded.
It's not just one. There's like 11 different about the dude that I did, and he still ain't said nothing. And then, like you said, Bizarre and Gordy came back.
And I think that's kind of when shit kind of hit the fan. What was your reaction to what they had said?
No, these bitches didn't say something about my daughter.
So is that when one of your people kind of responded with his own diss to kind of jump into the shit?
Once shit started getting greasy, people started jumping in it. And a partner of mine named Bravo Gator did the next record. But I take accountability for every word out of his mouth because he said it on my behalf. And I was out of town doing some other shit, so I really wasn't right there in the position to get to the M60 right then. So he jumped in there for me, and he held that thing down.
Now, real quick, Stack, I have to say this, you know, WFUCKOFFRADIO, along with Psychopathic Records and myself, does not necessarily endorse the views expressed by an artist on the Suicide Hotline. But I wanted to ask, because I believe this shit really got the beef going hard, is when he said Big Proof's name in that diss track.
What they keep trying to make it out that was said was fuck Proof, but that was never said. I'm uncomfortable repeating it like that. You feel me? The day that Proof died, Mars, the streets of Detroit real bona fide hood dudes cried on my phone so loud that I had to walk the room, because I had to walk out the room because I didn't want guests that were at my house and a female friend of mine to hear these dudes crying on the phone, because these dudes don't cry. You see what I'm saying? So all it was saying was, if the dude that was here, like, man, we know Proof was the backbone of that shit. We know Proof was the live wire of that shit. You feel me? But if he was here, he could get right in this. And I guarantee you, if Proof was alive, I wouldn't have went this long undisputed. Proof would have came out already. You see what I'm saying? Proof was Marshall's spine. But in his absence, I'm starting to think that he might have been Marshall's mind. Because now that Proof's gone, dude don't know what the fuck to talk about, Mark. And it's like, in life, I don't know if you got one. If you don't get one, you should try it out. If you don't got one, you should try it out. In life, we got these people called ooh yeah dudes. And that's what they is, ooh yeah dudes. They stand behind you and they go ooh yeah. Every time you do something good, they go ooh yeah. And when one of them die, sometimes you sit there trying to do what you do, and dude's not there no more. And if that's the case, lay the fucking golden, diamond encrusted mic down. Take your fucking Kmart mansion and the money and go away. You were successful, the white boy from the trailer park. We still proud of you. Don't fuck your legacy up.
Now I feel that being in the position that I'm in this scene, even though you and not everybody involved with this beef necessarily claims horrorcore, but I feel like it's my responsibility to ask you, can this shit be resolved peacefully?
Nah. Hell no. Because, Mark, the thing is now, like, not me personally, but, like, people have been threatening this shit. You feel me? And now, like, squash, that means taking my guard down. Well, that's not gonna happen. And, you know, I would definitely have to speak to M directly to squash it. And right here is the part where a whole bunch of fake-ass rappers start hollering a bunch of Detroit dudes' names with 313 phone numbers in Detroit, except my addresses and shit. But I'm not gonna do that, because that's not how I move.
So you heard it here from Haystak. Doesn't look good on the chance of this being squashed. I mean, both sides are saying a lot of heated shit.
Everybody know I got a statutory rape case on my record from when I was back in the days, man, fooling and shit. But dude said some shit about killing children in these records. See, that would be a little bit cooler if kids didn't really get killed, man. The little girl in Colorado, they got murdered, and they still don't know who killed her. She got killed like 15 years ago. What was her name? I can't recall her name. The little beauty pageant girl.
JonBenet Ramsey.
JonBenet Ramsey. Thank you very much, my man. When you walk in Walmart, when you walk in the post office, it's a wall right there missing. This shit really goes on, man. So, why would you say something? I know when I write a record, this some shit to smoke a blunt to. I know when I write a record, this some shit might make you want to whoop somebody's ass. I know when I write a record, it might make you want to cry. This some shit gonna make you feel good. Why would you speak about these things if you weren't trying to perpetuate it? You see what I'm saying?
Well, you know, in all fairness, and I'm not taking any sides in this shit, but sometimes horrorcore rappers like myself, we say shit just to get that reaction, to push the envelope, to piss people off.
When you start talking that shit, you gotta already know people are kind of doing what you like. You kind of depict what is cool or used to until he came back on some shit that people are like, nah, man, like, I go fuck with ICP because that's what you need to do. They the kings of that. The one thing you gotta respect so much about these guys, they knew they were geniuses because they knew that they would be genre-ized.
Well, speaking of the king of horrorcore, Stack, you know we have King Gordy on next, right?
Ain't nobody said a fucking thing to his big fat ass. He would have been better off just sitting down and shutting the fuck up. Bizarre, I said something too. That I take accountability for. I said Bizarre. Did Bizarre, because I'm still unclear. Y'all performed at the 10th annual gathering of the